first, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
And hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibler. As always, thanks for joining us. We are live streaming on Facebook, on YouTube, on our apps, and our website, so plenty of places to find the show, to find the interviews that we get to have on here and share them afterward as well, so lots of places for you to do that. Right now, though, we are talking about something that's coming up here on Friday, November 24th, and that is the annual tree lighting in Pioneer Courthouse Square in downtown Portland, and I really wanted to just find out more about this. So it's the 39th annual one, but I want to know more about the history of it, how they picked the tree, what to expect this year, all of these questions that I had, and I reached out and thankfully was able to get a very busy person here on with us today, Teresa Vesh-Sandoval, Director of Marketing down there. I really appreciate you having some time to talk to us. I know you've got so much happening, but thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me and the opportunity to tell everybody about what's happening at the square.
Yeah, and that's what's so fun about it, is just knowing, this tradition has been going on for so long. And I think for everybody, can you tell us a little bit about the history of the tree lighting here?
Absolutely. The tree lighting started 39 years ago when the square was born. Believe it or not, the square will be 40 next year.
Wow.
And so it was just a way, of course, of celebrating the holiday season and bringing people together. And, I haven't been here for all those 39 years, but I have been here for a good number of them, and know a lot about the whole process and what it takes to bring this tree to Portland's living room.
So it started the first year that the square was open?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. And I didn't realize that was the same age, so you can always now know exactly how old Pioneer Courthouse Square is based on what.
I know.
That's some good trivia.
I know.
Yeah. So with that though, I can't imagine. Well, I don't know what the process is to make something like this happen. Can you walk us through? How do you even go about picking what the tree is going to be for this thing?
Yes. So for the last 22 years, we have been working with Stimson Lumber Company, and they have graciously donated the city of Portland's tree. And it comes from sustainable forest land on, Stimson Lumber lands. And this year it's coming from Elsie, Oregon. And what it takes to get that tree from the forest to the square is a village of people. So starting right with, from the folks that climb the tree, to get it ready for the harvest, to having Ness Campbell Crane come in with a huge crane to lift it up out of the forest, putting it on the trucks, and Redmond Heavy Hauling brings it in. We've got, of course, Stimson Lumber are the ones that choose the tree each year and make sure that it, is one that is, full and ready for show in downtown Portland. However, due to the size and weight of the tree, they cannot keep all branches on during transport as well. So there are multiple branches. Once it gets to the square, multiple branches are reattached to create a look of a full, tree for the holiday season.
Are these the actual limbs from the tree, or are these stunt limbs that are put on?
Some of them are the actual limbs, and some of them are from their neighboring trees.
That is, I had no idea.
Yeah.
What are the best qualities that you look for when selecting a tree for the square?
Yeah, I think that we look for one that is, well, first of all, it has to be 75 feet tall. And that is the max height that we can do here at the square, because we have when the square was built, there is an actual tree hole, I guess is what you would refer to as, about 6 feet deep. And so that's the max height that we can go. So it has to be that. It has to be, one that has a nice full look. Of course, it's the Douglas fir, because that is the state's tree. And really just one that is has a lot of limbs on it, so they don't have to reattach too many branches to it. But yeah, so, and too bad I don't have Rodney Jacobs with me, who's the forester from Stimson Lumber Company, because he's got a whole bunch more details on the tree.
That's fine.
Our expert that picks the tree for us.
No, it all works. It all works. Well, So you get it down there, you
Yeah.
work on this, you decorate this. I guess let's ask that. What goes into actually decorating the tree every year?
Yeah. So when the tree arrives, it takes about, and it gets all settled in, and it takes about 2 weeks to really rebuild. And we have a whole team of folks that work with us to rebuild that tree. So they're basically putting brackets onto the edge of the limb and attaching it to the tree. And they work diligently, like through many days to make this happen. And so they start at the top and kind of work their way down. And then after they are complete with that, we've got Hollywood Lights comes in and puts the lights on the tree. And, it's just kind of it's a big process. And a lot of people will say, oh, the tree doesn't look that good this year. And we're like, because it's not fully built. You're like, is it going to have more branches? So I think that every year we always get those folks that are like, oh, you reattach the branches. And I'm like, yeah, you gotta kind of do that. So, but it really
Well,
does take a team of people to do that.
well,
Yeah.
it's also, you're doing this right here. It's not like you can go hide this and get it all ready and then have a big unveiling. Everybody's down there seeing it. So yeah, seeing it
Yes.
halfway through and
Yeah.
telling you that the lights aren't twinkling, on this one right here. That's probably a little frustrating. So, but we have the big event though is on Friday
Yes.
when everything's
Right.
completed. You have the tree lighting ceremony. What can people expect at the tree lighting ceremony this year?
Well, they can expect a lot of joyful singing because we have got starting at 5:30 is when the program kicks off, and we've got Thomas Lauderdale and China Forbes along with members of Pink Martini leading everyone in a joyful holiday sing-along, and they will be accompanied by Grant High School's Royal Blues Choir, as well as we've got Sam Barlow High School Chorus coming as well. So a great stage program to get people like in the festive holiday spirit, and then we will light that tree shortly after 6 p.m. And so it will be the shiny centerpiece of the night.
Yes, and I'm showing some images here from years past too, for anybody to get an idea if you haven't been down to it. I mean, it is quite the celebration that goes on for this.
Yeah.
How many people do you expect are going to be down there?
Well, I would say typically there are 10 to 15,000 people. And did you know that it's going to be sunny on Friday?
Which is
So
weird.
I would expect those people, I am expecting large crowds. Yes.
Teresa, let me ask for you personally, what is it about this festival and this ceremony of lighting the tree that makes you so excited?
I think it's just, everybody kind of coming together and ushering in the holiday season. I mean, when the tree lights, it's just like a magical moment and everybody's singing along and it's really nostalgic. And it's just kind of like, oh, look at us all together, bringing the community together and experiencing this joyful sing along. Like, how often do you get to do karaoke with, 15,000 people and singing along? So I don't know. It's just a really bright, shining light, I think, during the holiday season and in downtown.
Anything else that you think people should know about it?
I think they should get here early because I think there'll be a lot of people coming out to see the tree. I know I said that it starts at 5:30, but a lot of people start gathering here around 4. So that would be great. It's not going to rain, so don't bring your umbrella.
That is
But, and just be ready to, have a good time. I think it's going to be great just kind of being there all together. So,
fantastic. Well, thank you very much for joining me and telling us, a little more about the history, what goes on with this, what to expect. I feel like I've learned quite a bit of trivia during this now. I know that the tree hole is only 6 feet deep, so the tree can only be 75 feet tall. Yeah, lots of things that I picked up on this. But the bottom line, though, is it sounds like this is going to be a good time. And thank you for all your hard work on putting this on. And I'll let you get back to it because I'm sure you have a lot on your plate right now, but
Yes.
thank you. Thanks for making some time to join us here.
Oh, thank you for having me. We really are looking forward to Friday.
Fantastic. All right, thanks, Teresa.
Okay, thank you.
And so there we go. We got to learn more about that, more about the tree lighting, more about what goes into it, some facts, some things you can tell other people, around Thanksgiving. You now know some trivia that you can share with everybody. And then on Friday is when the big event is. So 5:30, but as Teresa said, recommending maybe get there a little bit earlier than that to make sure that you can get your spot. And for those of you watching, again, this is Fox 12 Now. I appreciate all of you joining us. We have lots of things that you can watch, you can share. You can go to our app, you can go to kptv.com, click on the Fox 12 Now tab, or of course YouTube or Facebook as well. And we are going to be off the next 2 days, but we do have something special that's going to be happening, I think, on Friday. So I think Friday you might want to tune in for a special event here with Fox 12 Now. But if there's any more breaking news today, I will be back, of course. But other than that, thank you for watching. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.